Greetings to everyone from wherever you are. Flying Val here. So in this video I have two guitars given to me for upgrading, and these guitars belong to two brothers, my friend Costas and my friend Manos. And let's get to those guitars. So this first one, that's a Harley Benton T62, and this one over here is a Legend by Aria. It's a Strat copy, obviously, and this is a telecopy. So let's start with what they were built in, and then after we see those, I'm going to tell you what upgrades they're going to get. So I will start with the easy one here. I say the easy one because this is getting a full upgrade, which I'm going to come to it later. So this one, as I said, is a Harley Benton T62, and it has a two-piece poplar body, and they say caramelized. That's a roasted maple neck. As you can see, this is a darkened wood. It's a roasted maple, and I think this is an amaranth fretboard. I don't remember. I think that's an amaranth fretboard. You know, the substitute for rosewood, and it has two Roswell tele pickups, which are Alnico 5 pickups actually. And as far as I know, they sound pretty good. They're pretty tele-like, you know, twangy. And it has a double binding, and it also has the skunk stripe. And it's a one-piece roasted maple with vintage tuners. So let me put that down slowly. So what this guitar is going to get is small but very, subtle upgrades, but they will make a difference for those who know. So mostly people, when upgrade a guitar, they mostly change the pickups, or they change the tuners, etc. So this is actually going to get subtle changes. Those saddles are going to change. I'm going to put brass saddles in this one, and it's also getting a Graphtec black task nut and vintage style tuners again, but they are vintage locking tuners. And if the cavities are not shielded, I'm going to shield them. And that's pretty much what this is going to get. It's not going to get, new pickups or new pots or anything like that. It's going to stay as it is when it comes to electronics. Oh, I forgot, it's also getting a black pickard. But that's pretty much it. It's not getting, those heavy upgrades. Unlike this one and this one, these are beautiful, absolutely beautiful Strat style guitar, these Aria 2, is actually getting lots of upgrades. I will start with the easy ones. The tuners are going to change, but it's not getting locking tuners. Since, you know, those Harley Benton vintage style tuners work pretty much very well, these ones are going here, as this one is getting locking tuners. Oh, I also forgot to say, this one is a one-piece maple neck, and this is actual rosewood, because this guitar is about 30 years old. It was purchased by my friend Manos in the early 90s. So it's in its late 20s, early 30s. But yeah, that's an almost, give or take, a 30-year-old guitar. So as I said, it's actual rosewood, and this is, as you can see, a 3-piece alder neck. An alder body, my apologies, an alder body. I said neck, I meant body. And the wood that was used to make this guitar is actually very good wood. So we're changing pretty much everything else. As I said, this is getting the Harley Benton tuners. I'm changing this plastic nut to a Graphtec nut, because let's face it, these are, you know, the Graphtec nuts, the Tusk nuts are awesome, and I'm in no way, shape or form sponsored by Graphtec. Their nuts are awesome, and I have to tell you, the guitar nuts, the bass nuts, everything. Every Tusk nut that I have used, it's awesome. Plain and simple. So, we're also changing all the electronics here, and the pickups, and the switch. I've got a Fender switch for this one. I don't know if you remember the from a previous video about the on the Vagos caster that I thought I had a 3-way switch by Fender. It was a 5-way, and I'm putting it here. So it's getting a genuine Fender 5-way switch, full size pots, CDS style, 3 handmade Alnico 5 pickups, a new pickguard, and I'm also changing the saddles here, because it's actually a very sturdy, full blocked tremolo, this one. Yes, it is a full block tremolo. So I'm changing the saddles. I'm putting Wilkinson saddles, and I'm also changing the springs inside. I'm going to put some, I think they are, yes, they're Goldo springs. They're noiseless springs, so I'm going to use those. So these are pretty much the upgrades those two are going to get. Stay tuned for those videos. And for all those that heard me babbling all this time, I thank you very much for watching the video. And stay tuned for those two, because they're going to be awesome. I also want to thank my friends Costas and Manos that, you know, they gave me their guitars so that I can gut them open and upgrade them, obviously, and make the this video and the videos that are about to come. So and to everyone, thanks so much for watching, and until next time, cheers.